Time. This Gospel of John and this specific passage is really speaking about time and the pace of time. If you look at verses 1 and 2 in this gospel, you'll find that John, the narrator of this story of Jesus, is saying he cannot yet head to Judea because people there want him killed. And the verses we spent time reflecting on and reading and processing is really a conversation between Jesus and his brothers. His brothers, let me summarize it, are pretty much saying, go now to Judea and get the fame that you want to receive. It's very sarcastic. It's very mocking. It has that tone to it. Jesus' response is no, not now, because if I go to Judea, I won't get fame. They are disgusted at my name. They want me killed. They hate me because I'm being brutally honest about what's going on in the world, about how their works are evil, about how they are using and abusing religion instead of getting people focused on God for his glory. And so it's about time and pace. Go now, get your fame. No, not now. It's not yet my time. And what this passage really got me thinking about is this is not how God had to do it. Right? We know from the first chapter of the Bible, Genesis 1, that God is a God who has so much power he can speak and good things just are. Like God has the power to speak salvation. And the good news could be, but God is allowing a process. One that reveals his justice, and one that gives us the gift of forgiveness. And it's slow. There's a plan that God is using when it comes to time. Gets me thinking about time in my life, maybe in your life, and specifically how COVID-19 is putting its fingerprint on time. For some of you, it may be making you completely busier because of work and the demands that it has. But for many people, it has really slowed down the pace of life and how we spend our time. You may have more evenings open because you don't have kids' activities, or you don't have places to go because things are shut down. And my prayer for myself and also you is that we see the blessing of this time, the blessing of slowing down, the blessing of process. And I hope this slowdown of time is putting God more into your life and you processing him and the gospel that Jesus has given us. It makes me think about how busy life has been prior to COVID-19 and why. Why is it so busy? There's a lot of activities, but I think there's some other things that are going on, such as, I think busyness, and I'll speak to this, it can make us feel relevant, right? Look at my schedule. Look at all I'm doing. I'm pretty relevant. I'm pretty important. And it feeds vanity. Or we may be busy and we may show people our schedule and how full it is. And it pushes away from us shame. See, we're not lazy. That's shameful. We're busy. I pray that this slowdown, it pushes you to Jesus, who makes you relevant through his suffering and his death and his resurrection, who takes care of your shame through his suffering, his death, and his resurrection. Jesus was saying, it's not my time yet. This is our time now. This is our time now, before Jesus comes, to go through the process of identifying things in our life, the work that is evil, so that we can find the grace and the goodness of Jesus right now, in this moment, in this time.